you. Please be seated. The Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture and Livestock Development, the Honorable Mithika Linturi, the Minister for Roads and Transport, Kipchumba Murkomen, our host Governor of Kericho, Dr. Eric Mutai, Excellencies Governors present, the Leader of Majority in the Senate, Honorable Senators, Members of Parliament, Board of Directors of KTDA, the officials, and our farmers, and the stakeholders in the tea subsector, good morning. God is good, and all the time. Salimeni kwa hewa, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe tena. Thank you. I welcome you all to this special summit on the tea subsector reforms in the beautiful county of Kericho, the country's leading producer of tea. The agriculture sector contributes 22% to our national gross domestic product, with the tea subsector accounting for 2%. With over 650,000 growers spread in 18 counties, Kenya is a leading global producer and exporter of various types of tea, with black tea accounting for at least 95% of the sold crop. Over the years, tea has earned the country foreign exchange. For instance, in 2022, the subsector recorded 20.9%, the highest foreign exchange earnings of 163 billion due to competitive export prices. This was an increase from 130 billion Kenya shillings registered in 2021. This is in spite of the low production across the country as a result of prolonged drought. Distinguished farmers and delegates, tea posted positive results despite geopolitical and internal instabilities in major markets like Russia and Pakistan. The price of 100 kg bag of tea increased to 29,000 Kenya shillings in 2022 from Kenya shillings 23,000 the previous year. That is an increase of about 294 shillings per kilo. Apart from expansion of the existing market, the demand has been on the rise. That is why Pakistan, for instance, imported 20.6% more tea than in the previous year of 2021. Besides keeping traditional markets such as Egypt, United Arab Emirates, and the United Kingdom, Kenya made more inroads in Africa. It was among first member states parties to trade in tea under the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement with Ghana. Distinguished farmers, the international market size for tea remains healthy. It is projected to grow to up to 6.7% by the year 2031. Exceeding $93.2 billion US. Consumption of black tea alone, which Kenya produces most, is expected to grow by over 2% in the next decade. Despite the current stable and favorable market, our smallholder tea farmer remains at the bottom of the pyramid. The farmer is pressed by high cost of production. They also bear the burden of huge operational costs. In spite of Kenya producing distinct flavors of tea, the market does not take care of the best interests of the farmer. The farmer has no power to determine the price, yet this is a much sought commodity across the globe, even when sold in raw form. In other words, the farmer who puts most efforts earns the least. In simple terms, the pyramid is inverted against the farmer. The farmer is struggling economically. Distinguished farmers and delegates, that is why we are here today. President William Ruto, in Executive Order Number 1, 2023, tasked me with the responsibility to lead public reforms in the tea, coffee, thing commensurate to their sweat and effort. As we settle down for this summit, the President expects lasting results. This will feed into the Kenya Kwanza plan of value addition to the tea which will multiply the earnings of our farmer. Currently, up to 95% of our tea is exported in raw form. This means farmers do not get maximum value for their sweat. In addition, we want our farmers to earn more from specialty tea. This is how we will stabilize and strengthen our economy, promoting a strong tea brand internationally. As I conclude, for the record, I wish to state that President William Ruto and I have zero vested interest in the tea subsector. And that is why these reforms will succeed, because there will be no conflict of interest. Sisi uhusiano wetu na chai na rais ni ile tu iko kwa kikombe peke yake. Hatuna interest ingine. We only want the farmer to thrive. I therefore invite you to an open let us explore lasting legal, policy, administrative, and operational strategies of returning the tea money to where it belongs, to the farmer. When I was coming last night and I flew over the tea plantations, as I looked down and appreciated the beauty, the serene vegetation, how beautiful the tea looks. I asked for the farmers who farm tea to look equally beautiful like the tea bushes. Mifuko yao. Plantations are so beautiful. It's a sight to behold. But beside that beauty is misery for the farmer. Kwa hivyo tuko hapa tuongee. Na tuongee ukweli. Na muko na nafasi hapa na uhuru ya kuzungumza. Mimi nitaketi hapa mpaka jioni. Hao wakulima ya chai. So I want to invite you to be very honest and brutally truthful. Pahali unajua iko shida useme. Usiposema leo, ukimya milele. This is the last conversation we are going to have about this tea. We cannot every year tunaongea nini, museme leo. Mutasema? Wale wananyanyasa nyinyi, wale wanaumiza nyinyi, pahali mnajua pesa napotea, it is the time to say today. And I want to assure you, like we did in coffee, ile yote mtasema, tutarekebisha sheria, na rais na mimi na waziri tutafuatilia, it will happen. I want to in pushing the Tea Act. Lakini baada ya hiyo sheria haijatekelezwa, imelaliwa, si ndio? Because the government that was there was not keen. Sheria iko nzuri, inaweza okoa mkulima, lakini the implementation, some people are still doing things the way they were doing before the enactment of the Tea Act. I want to give you an undertaking from Kericho on behalf of my boss, President William Ruto, that the reforms we are going to agree on, our two houses of parliament, where we have the majority, the Senate and the National Assembly, will make the various amendments into law. Thereafter, the President and I and the ministers responsible will ensure 100% compliance with the law. This is part of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And we are very serious about it. It cannot be that I'm here in Kericho for 3 days just to hang around. Na hii baridi ya Kericho, siwezi kuja hapa na hii baridi. Sisi tumekuja hapa kazi. Na hii kazi, you know, many people when we were doing coffee, those cartels thought that ni ile mchezo wamezoea. Ati watu wanaongea, alafu wanatutafuta milioni 10, milioni 20, alafu hiyo maneno nasahaulika. I want to tell the people who are here, in all the sectors, KTDA, T-Board, Nani, it's not business as usual. And these 2 days here is not a joke. And everybody will have to align. Even as we make the amendments, from Monday we'll enforce the T-Act that is presently in place. We'll enforce. Na wale watazuia, tutaweka kando. So the T-Act will be implemented as it is, as even we seek amendments. Because already Senator Cheriot and Parliament did a good job. And if that thing had been implemented, we will be 50% successful. We will be dealing with the remaining 50%. So even as we listen to you and we get our 2 houses here, we'll first implement what is in place so that watu waone hakuna mchezo. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka kumkaribisha kwa mazungumzo open. Huyu gavana wa Embu aliongea kule Meru mambo ya kahawa. Watu wakatetemeka, makatelo wakatoroka, walikuwa huko ndani. Leo ndio maneno tell us what we need to do. It cannot be hii chai tukienda London, we cannot afford because of how expensive it is, na imetoka hapa kwetu. Alafu mkulima hakuna kitu anapata. Lazima Davis Churchill tumemtuma huko nchi za Waarabu kutafutia sisi petroli na diesel ya bei rahisi. Atajiunga na sisi kesho. Tuko afternoon. We have mtoto wenu hapa Kipchumba Murkomen, mtoto hapa nyumbani. Akuje pia hata kama kwa mambo ya barabara. Atuambie hii chai kama itafika Mombasa ama tutanunua. Maneno yao pia. Ndio nikienda pale kwa cabinet, you also support me. So the governors who have come, asanteni sana. Senators, asanteni sana. Members of Parliament, asanteni sana. Board of Directors of KTDA, wakulima, asanteni sana. I believe my people have taken good care of you and they will continue taking care of you until tumalizane naye. Kwa hivyo kwa hayo mengi, I want now to declare this summit officially open and ask for discussion. Nani naendesha maneno? Rusi ni wewe? Haya, kuja tuanze.
Your Excellency, sir, for your wise counsel, for availing time.